Hello and welcome to the Harvest USA Report. I'm Brian Hale, sitting in for Howard. We'll have a message from Chris Voigt, Executive Director at the Washington Potato Commission, right after this.
Do you need help with anything website related? Hale Multimedia has been in the business of helping others for over 20 years. Please give us a call at 940-386-1806 or ding us at 940-224-6315 or visit halemultimedia.com.
During our normal off season for harvesting, when a lot of conventions are going on, we like to look at some other crops around the nation and around the world. Let's take a look at a report here from Washington Potato Commission Executive Director Chris Voigt.
I'd like to say I think we're finally back to normal, but it took us a couple years to get there. Prior to COVID, we couldn't keep up with demand, and the export markets were exploding. There was strong demand domestically, and literally we were tapped out. We were growing as many potatoes as we could on the acreage that we could find. And then COVID hit, and obviously that was detrimental when they shut down the restaurants. We had a lot of potatoes to give away, and it took us a couple years to recover from that. But not only COVID, but then also sort of the shipping crisis. Probably the biggest thing right now is the level of input cost for growers, and that's always a concern because fertilizer and other inputs are just sky high, and then also fuel cost. And it's like, boy, how do we make this pencil out? You're hoping that you can get a fair price for your potatoes at the end after you spend all this money.
Aside from that, Voigt says things could be worse.
Now, as things have kind of calmed down a little bit from that, and there's still difficult challenges sometimes, but it's not nearly as bad as it has. So I like to say now we're finally kind of right back to normal.
Washington Potato Commission Executive Director Chris Voigt. And that's going to do it for today's Harvest USA Report. Thanks again for listening, and may God bless. I'm Brian Hale.